Hello. Hello, everybody. Good morning. It's like 9:28 a.m. here in Los Angeles. I'm all bundled up. Seems a little weird, right? Because it's spring. But out here we get what's called June gloom, even though it's in May. And it's, good morning, Flynn. Hey. Hey, guys. Y'all are popping in here. And I'm chilly. What can I say? Hey, Cass. I'm cold, so I've bundled myself up and I'm out here on my patio. Hello, hello. I thought I'd give a little change of scenery. One of the things that I want to do, in case anybody else is interested in doing this as well, is I want to delve a bit deeper into my rising sign and sort of live a bit more of a perspective. Hey, Mega Bailey. Happy weekend. Yes, to you too. To you too. I love when you guys talk to each other, when you're like, good morning, everyone. I think that's so awesome. Oh my gosh, you guys are so amazing. I love it. Community is so important. So if you know your sun sign, this is astrology, right? And I'm not a professional astrologer at all. I have very basic understanding of it. But if you know your sun, your moon, and your rising, that's a pretty nice and a pretty good assessment of your personality in general. Astrology is actually really, really complicated. So you're not just your sun sign, right? My sun sign is Leo. My moon is Libra. My rising, hey Andy, my rising is Sagittarius. So one of the things that I want to do is tap in more to my Sagittarius in terms of how I present to people and how I come across. And so I decided I was going to change location today of where I'm recording. So I'm recording from my patio. And when I came out, I don't know if you guys saw the post previous, but my baby bell peppers are turning colors and I got really excited. So anyways, that was something that made me super excited, and I'm like, I gotta get out on my patio and say hello to everybody. So hello to everyone. I'm so excited to see you, whoever is here, even if you're watching in the replay. I have a lot of people that watch in the replay because they live in other countries and it could be like 3 a.m. by you right now. So you'll catch this later, but I'm so excited to see you guys and be with you guys. Yeah, and in this community, really connect, right? Connect. And one of the things that I really wanted to share with you guys, because I'm experimenting a lot, so I don't know if some of you know anything about me or not, but I have an alter ego. And my alter ego is a mad scientist a la Doc Brown from Back to the Future. And I like to experiment. And I have had these callings to experiment more with heart tapping. And so I've been in some of my sessions when some people are experiencing some serious negative energies, we will go right in and do some really specific laser focused heart tapping meditations specifically for them. So typically when I teach you guys how to do heart tapping, or if you've ever gone onto my site and downloaded the freebie for it, it's a free guide, how to heart tap. These are specific meditations to work through those frequencies of what you're going through right now. And it's super laser focused, and it's been really, really cool. And it's been in some ways miraculous of how fast people can move these energies through their body so that they now become a lot more emotionally stable and definitely resilient, right? So you were just in this place of like, and now you're at like, oh, okay, I can handle this in a matter of minutes, which is super, super cool. Now, I knew that heart tapping could do that because I do that on myself all the time. And it's one of the basic practices that I teach when you do the soul intelligence program, when you work with me. But I've been sharing that heart tapping, like the steps of heart tapping, and how it actually also has a karmic effect to it as well, which has been really awesome. But the healing that's been going on has been pretty miraculous, because as we know, everything starts off as energy first before it can drop into the material world. So it's been really fascinating to experiment with individually, one-on-one. And I knew that there was some magic to it, but I really wasn't sure how. And there is such thing as divine timing and divine order, right, guys? I don't think I was shown its power and how magical it can be until I was ready to trust in that process of its magic, if that makes any sense. Now, look, calling it spade a spade here. I'm a human, just like all of y'all, right? So sometimes our humanity can block and step in the way of our spiritual beingness. And so it is, that's just the way it is. So we just have to get to a certain place, a certain point where we can actually receive a different consciousness about it. So the benefits of heart tapping have been amazing. Not only does it regulate and balance the electricity of the heart, which, guys, EKGs, when you go to the doctor or the hospital, science has proven all of this already. Like, people get their heart monitored all the time. So what heart tapping does is it makes the electricity of the heart coherent, and it balances it out. And when that happens, you neutralize emotionally. It's pretty cool. And then when you laser focus a specific challenge or issue in your life, and you direct that energy to it, you're expanding your heart. And what happens is the energy of the heart, the field of the heart, is the largest electromagnetic field of the body, and it can emit up to 6 feet past the human. Right? So if this is where, here, try and do this in the shot here. If this is where your human ends, the energy of the heart is extending, is emitting up to 6 feet past the body, all around you. And the field, your auric field, is kind of like an egg. What's my dog doing? What do you have? Oh, she's got a toy. She's doing good. She's not chewing on a twig. That's what I wanted to make sure. So the auric field of a human looks kind of like an egg, if it's a healthy one, right? So when you're opening your heart and you're emitting that field, people are going to feel you before they see you. They're going to sense you. They're going to know you're there before you round the corner. So when you open your heart, the heart is like miraculous. I mean, I keep going back to it because I don't think I necessarily have human words to describe the feeling that I get. But anyways, when you open your heart, you invite in magic. Not only do you heal, hey Khalid, not only do you heal and transform energy by, it's what's called entrainment. So you have your regulated, your coherent energy kind of eating up lower vibrational frequencies, and then it smooths out. Not only is that happening, but now your attraction, your magnetism, your charisma, if you want to call it, expands. And people are feeling you before they see you. And if people are feeling you before they see you, that means animals are too. Every sentient being. And since everything is energy, we can go ahead and we can expand that to even money is noticing you. Ooh, you're now on money's radar. Ooh, you're now on love's radar. Ooh, you're now on the radar for good health. And therefore, because now you're a beacon of light, all these things can go, oh, I see you, I want to go there. And now you start attracting and bringing to you all of these opportunities, right? So that is the magic and the power of the heart. And the benefits of heart tapping are magnetism, cleaning and clearing. Hey, Cass, I see you. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to answer your question as soon as I finish this, okay? This thought. Magnetism, cleaning and clearing, and opening. So if you've lived your life or you're living your life in like survival mode because something is happening, you're trying to protect yourself and you're trying to strategize, and oftentimes that's coming from here and not the heart. So you open your heart now. All right, Cass, you have a question. Do you think if you're having strong dreams about someone, that energy can be felt by them too? Yes. Yes. So let me explain something. Energy influences energy. Energy cannot be destroyed, okay? But it can be changed, transformed, and alchemized. So those are called connections, by the way, Cass. If you are thinking about somebody or feeling as if they're there or dreaming, especially when you dream, right? You're in what's called the astral world, which is all emotions, which is energy only. There's no physicality when you're in the astral realm. And the soul travels to the astral realm all the time when we go to sleep. Okay? So if you're having strong dreams about somebody, there's usually some sort of emotional attachment to that person, which now becomes an energetic cord to that person. Even if you don't know that person, and even if you've never met that person, and that actually has happened. And oftentimes it feels like you meet somebody that you never met before, but all of a sudden you feel like you know them. Usually it's a past life connection, typically, right? But when you're thinking about someone else, you are emitting electrical signals, okay? And that's energy, which are subatomic particles that move at a certain pace or speed and in certain patterns, right? And so you're building a cord, a connection with somebody. Now, positive or negative connection is a whole other story, but you are building a connection with someone. So yes, they can feel it too. Whether they're aware of it or not is a whole other story, but it's in their field, okay? Does that help? Cass is saying, yeah, it's like a cord. I had logically cut off someone a long time ago, but all logic is gone. And in dream state, that pull is so strong. Yes. Yeah, and so just to complicate things even more, maybe they're the ones sending out the signal and you're receiving, which is why they're popping into your dreams, right? You may not be the one emitting, maybe they're emitting. This happens to me a lot. I'm going to share this. It's a little personal and it's like, but you know me, I don't hold back from you guys. Sometimes they can show up as premonitions, which means like future predictions of whatever you dreamt. But most of the time, dreams are not predictions per se, but what they are emotional attachments that give you information. So oftentimes I will dream about an ex-boyfriend. Well, not really a boyfriend. I don't know what he was, but it was terrible. And I've done a lot of work. I've done so much work on my heart with him or about him, surrounding him, all the whatevers. But I will dream about him and I'm like, damn it. Okay, fine. And when I dream about him, I know that there is same situation, Cass. Yeah. I know that I'm going to hear from him in some capacity. I don't know when, but I know that I'm going to, right? So that's one type of scenario. Another type of scenario where you could be on the receiving end of someone sending out the signal merely just by thinking of you is you're doing your thing, you're doing you, right? So I'll just be, randomly getting gas to fill up my car at the gas station. All of a sudden, this guy pops into my head. And then I'm like, where did that come from? I didn't ask for it. I didn't seek it. Because sometimes we do that, right? And that's, just part of the process of letting go of heartache and, detachment. And if you are highly sensitive, you're going to be sensitive to energy. And if you are an empath, you're also going to take on other people's feelings and emotions and possibly even physical states, right? So, yes, when you think of someone else, they can feel it, but you can also be the receiver and feel it if they're thinking of you. And doesn't mean anything has to manifest from it, but there is an energy exchange that is going on. So that was a really great question, Cass. Really great question. So I'm glad that you asked it. Cass is saying, my Gemini rising is saying communicate, but it feels logically wrong. Okay, wait, communicate in what way? With that guy, with your ex from the past? Yeah. First of all, you're also saying, but it feels logically wrong. I want you to go by the feeling and not the logic. Feeling is truth. Logic can be swayed and changed. Feelings are authentic. Thoughts can be manipulated, okay? If it feels wrong, you can even take out the word logically. If it feels wrong, it's not right. One of the distinctions that I teach, or in terms of differentiation on whether you should do something or not, right? One of the techniques or tips or tricks to get out of indecision, because I teach a lot about coming to your own conclusions, making your own choices and decisions, is the hell no, hell yes theory, right? So if you're in a debate, should I, shouldn't I? Should I do this? Should I do that? I don't know what to do. You're not sure. You don't know. So it could be wrong for you to take an action. But if you're like, I am going to go to the market today, and you just feel like everything is supporting that, it's called a hell yes. So your hell yeses, like without any questions, without any doubts, you're going to feel that drive and that motivation, and there's not going to be any thought process to it. That is like alignment. That's perfect. You're supposed to be doing that, even if you don't know the consequences, and consequences are positive or negative. And again, everything is playing out, right? Or Chelsea, we're playing everything out. She eats these leaves and then she ends up throwing up. No. Do you not make the association that every time you eat a leaf, you throw up? It means it's not good for your tummy. Hey, Khaled, I see your question. I'm going to answer it. I just want to finish this. Oh man, I just got distracted. Oh well, I guess I'm not supposed to finish that. So, Khaled, I'm getting your question. Sorry, guys. Chelsea's like, she's here to disrupt me. Do you want to say hello to everybody? She wants to say hello. All right, Khaled, what's your question? I have a question on connection. Okay. Chelsea, can you sit here so mommy can work? Okay. Your question, Khaled, it was helpful, Cass? Awesome. Okay, so Khaled says, how do you know if their advice is right for me? Okay, yes. We were talking about hell no, hell yes. Okay. Thanks, Khaled. You're bringing it back. Thank you. If you're not sure about something, it's a no. So you have hell yes, you have no, and then you have hell no. Your hell no's, you're going to feel that for sure in your body. It's going to come up as like this really big sense. You're going to feel like alert, alert. Your stomach's going to tighten up. Like you might get like, I don't know, your throat might tighten up, your heart might, or chest might tighten up. It just doesn't feel good. That's going to be the hell no. So you will know when it's right for you and when it's not right for you. The thing is the I don't know. So we have the hell yes, the hell no, and the I don't know. The I don't know stage, okay? So this is really important for you to listen to, Khalid, too, because it does piggyback on your question. The I don't know stage is when you're going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and you're actually losing a lot of your energy. So your energy is leaking, which means it's going to be harder for you to know the truth and what your authentic truth is. So that is going to be a time where you do not take an action. So you don't do anything. You still sit in what I call the inquiry, because you don't have enough information to get into the alignment of what is best for you, which is your truth. Even if it looks like initially it might have been a bad choice or decision, remember, things have to play out. It could actually end up playing out that it was in your best interest to make that decision. Even if at first you didn't know, and so you waited until you got the information that you felt in your body, I now have the decision, and it's going to be a no or it's going to be a yes. So you really only have three options: hell yes, hell no, and I don't know. I always suggest that when it's an I don't know, you sit in the inquiry. So your question, Khalid, how do you know if their advice is right for me? You have to trust your body. Okay, that's a lot to unpack there. Ideally, we're going to talk about ideal situation or scenario. Ideally, when you have clear pathways and clear communications to your higher soul, your higher soul is feeding the human, feeding your body, all of the information and data it needs to make the right choice, because your higher self has like 360 vision, whereas your body only has like 180, right? When you have that clear communication between the higher soul and the human is taking in the information so that it can output that data and result on behalf of the higher soul. So if their advice is right for you, even if initially it doesn't seem like that, but it could play out that it was, you need to use your body as the detector. And if you have too much anxiety in the body, you're not going to get that clear, truthful answer, because you have to clear that out in order to receive the best intuitive hit for you, if that makes any sense. So that is the best way I can answer the question. Chelsea, leave it. Is you will know if their advice is right for you depending on how well you can connect and trust your body. And that takes time. So it's not something you can just learn how to do overnight. You have to practice and implement over and over and over again. You have to experiment over and over and over again. And it takes time. But that's how you know if their advice is right for you, because it's a hell yes. Or you sat in the inquiry and then you've received enough revelation to have the information to make the informed decision that feels right and is aligned with your body. And that's the best way to receive that information. So I hope that helps. And see, that's where heart tapping comes in, because the heart is where truth lives. And when you activate the heart, and the heart now is taking over those lower vibrational frequencies and kind of gobbling them up and eating them out and neutralizing them, you're actually in the energy and frequency of truth. And so you're welcome, Khalid. And so you actually have easy access to truth. The access to the truth is your intuition. And that's what we do absolutely want to work on, is connecting the access to receive the intuition, right? And when you have anxiety, can't sugarcoat this, can't BS it. If you don't know how to regulate, balance, and manage it, you don't always have the truth available for you to tap into. So there you go. I just want to see one thing here. Interesting. Okay. I'm going to try a little something here. I'm going to experiment since there's not too many people live. And if you're watching in replay, oh well, you get to see this. I'm curious what this button does. Oh, okay. There are some more of my plants. These are my succulents. I don't know if you can see them, but I have got a bunch of succulents that I'm trying to cultivate. Okay, so that's what that button does. Good to know. Just playing around here. I don't know if you guys can see my garden back there that I'm working on. Those are more of my succulents over there. And then I can't zoom in, but my bell peppers and my strawberries and some other fun stuff is back there, all the way back there. But I don't know. I still am, trying to figure out all this stuff, this tech stuff, get over my tech fears. Anyways, all right, you guys, I just wanted to pop in really quick. I wanted to share with you the benefits of heart tapping. Main reason is because starting tomorrow for only 1 week, so Sunday to Saturday, I'm only offering this now. I don't know if I'll ever offer it again, but I am doing individual heart tapping sessions. If you go ahead and you sign up or DM me, private message me, and I will give you all the details. You have until tomorrow to sign up. It's hugely discounted. And you will get 7 individual, personalized to you every day for 7 days, a heart tapping session. If we have time afterwards, depending on how long working through those energetic frequencies of whatever's going on with you, we can do a psychic coaching session afterwards, like a hot seat where I can answer your questions and we can do a reading. But the primary focus is, for sure, the heart tapping. So the opportunity for magic and miracles to come into your life. And you will get recordings of those. So you will have 7 recordings personalized to you of heart tapping sessions. They are not going to be publicly accessed. So the public will not see them. They are specifically for you. And I will give you a link so that you can download it and keep it forever and ever and ever. That starts tomorrow. You got to book today in order to have this. I don't know if I'm ever doing this again. This is an experiment. Again, I'm just trying to do all of this stuff because I'm right on the verge. I can feel it. I'm right on the verge of helping people really create major miracles so easy and hack the system. If you're highly, highly sensitive, and while building your emotional resilience and clearing out anxiety. So DM me today, private message me. I will get you all the information, but today is the last day that you can sign up to do this. Starts tomorrow. You will have the same day every day. And it's through Zoom. It's online, so you can be anywhere in the world, okay? All right, you guys, thank you so much. And I hope you have an amazing day. And I will talk to you soon. Bye, guys.